afternoon. Hi everyone. I hope the sound's working this time. Hi, and hope everyone's doing well. So today I'm going to show you a few different ways of how to make these cute little animals out of toilet tubes. And I've also even made a fish. Today I'm going to show you different types of techniques you can use. For instance, if you are very limited and don't have any paint or anything, you can just use pens on this particular one. But if you have more resources available, you can do something a little more creative by painting it, adding things to it. This little tail I just made out of paper. So there's lots of different techniques that you can use, and also particularly with the fish one, it's different as well. I've added extra tail to it, some little fins, and I've done some eyes as well. But it all depends on what materials you have at home, what you want to use, and how you would like to do it. So there's lots of different animals you can make. You don't have to just use the same examples I've used. I particularly like this little owl because there's loads of little kind of designs you can do within it. I'm going to show you an example of the owl. Then I'm also, if I can find him, oh, he's disappeared. I was going to show you my cat. Everyone who knows me knows that I like my cats. Which actually is the reason why we have so many toilet roll tubes around the house. The toilet roll tubes are usually used to distract the cats, actually. So we've got plenty of them around the house, but I'm assuming within the next few days or weeks you will have plenty of toilet tube rolls as well. I'm going to show you first of all how to do a toilet tube zodiac. I can't find him now. I can show you a Ziggy though, one moment. Oh, here is, oh no, this is Zodi. Okay, so we're gonna do a zodiac. And then, because I'm gonna paint the zodiac, and then I'm just gonna show you a simple drawing one as well, which you can do with an owl. Meow, whoever put that on the article. So what I'm just using here is just watercolour. This one was used with watercolour, but I did try on the back as well, which was acrylic, apart from I couldn't find an orange because I'm a bit limited at the moment. So it was red and a bit of white, so it kind of turned a bit pink. So it does go a bit more vibrant if you do use acrylics or poster paint or something like that. But if you just have watercolours, it does kind of work as well. So with Zodiac, if you just saw his face, he's got a white face. So I'm just going to keep it straight like this. I'm doing the watercolour one first, just so it can dry, so then I can show you how to do this one, then we can go back to this one. So I'm drawing his face. And then he also has a white chest as well. So I'm going to leave a white chest for Zodiac as well. And then I'm going to start painting him in grey. So I do have a sort of grey colour here. So, and just so you are aware, guys, you can do all sorts of animals. And also I had an idea when I was in the kitchen before. If you have one of the long kitchen roll tubes, no, stop eating the paint. If you have a long kitchen roll tube, then you could even make a giraffe out of that one. Now they want to be in the show. This one's Ziggy. Yeah, so you could do things like a giraffe if you had a long one, a kitchen roll tube, or you could do I've seen badgers, so people have done badgers. So again, they've done it a bit like that, apart from they made it into a badger. I've seen, so what other ones have I seen? Rabbits. So if you want to do something Eastery, some Easter decorations ready for a couple weeks time, you could start doing some Easter rabbits. All sorts really, you're not really limited. You can do whatever you want really. So I'm really quickly trying to paint the grey, and Ziggy wants to eat the grey. So I hope everyone is doing okay at home at the moment, and do show me if you make any of your animals. Do send them in so that I can post them on the Facebook and show all the different animals. We could even try and like Photoshop a group photo of the animals together, make it look like a zoo or something. Yeah, something like that would be good. And also, if you guys have any requests of anything you would like to see in the next few weeks, do let us know, because we can do some research and do that for you. So I have also tried to make it things that are around the house, because obviously we are going to be a bit limited at the moment, but I have got my favourite Sharpie pens for the second example, but you don't have to use Sharpies, you could use any type of pen really. Yeah, it depends what you have lying around the house at the moment. So I'm just going to do the front, or else we'll be here all day. But if you want to continue with the back, so obviously if it was acrylic it would be brighter, but so far that is Siggy's face, and then that's, oh sorry, that's Zodi's face, and that's Zodi's chest as well. So I'm going to show you the other example, like a little owl. So the first thing you need to do is this part, you don't even need glue or anything. All you need to do is fold it in like that, and then fold it in on the other side again, like that. And then you will create your little ears. So you can mold it into shape, and at this point it does not need any glue. If you do want to put a bit of glue or a bit of tape over it just to hold it in place, you can do, but these ones have stayed in quite well and have popped in quite well. So if you're not confident with drawing straight away onto it, you can use a pencil first. So I'm just going to start doodling some eyes first. So I'm going to do the same as this one, but show you how I've done it. But then what I'm going to do is, instead of having a black and white sort of one, I'm going to use a range of different colours and jazz it up a bit. I've got loads of these colours. My granddad randomly gave me all these pens, and now they have come in useful. So first of all, we want some big eyes. So I'm going to draw some big eyes on there. Like so. Then I'm going to give him a little nose. And give him some ears. And then I'm going to give him some little wings as well. So yeah, you guys let me know what your favourite animals are as well. As I just said, it's quite obvious that mine's cats. But if you do your favourite animal and post it online as well, that would be good to see what people have come up with. There's all sorts of different animals, as I said before, that you can do. So if you just want to draw it on, then you can do lots of different patterns as well. So for instance, if you were doing a tiger, you could get into some details there with the stripes. If you're doing a peacock, that could be interesting. You could have like a big Tail, that's the one. Carrie likes elephants, so for an elephant, what you could do is you could create the ears, so you could keep it straight upwards like that. Sorry, the fox is upside down. You could stick the ears on physically like that, and then you could create a nose if you wanted to do it that way. So now I've started to draw an outline. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, where's the camera? There we go. So you can see there's a face. We've got some little wings in. Or a sheep, she then says as well. So for a sheep, you could cotton wool. If you have any cotton wool, you could stick a lot of cotton wool. Okay, so what colour shall I use? I'm gonna take Carrie's inspiration from this morning, and I'm going to have purple. Right, so, oh, what's this? Oh, Rachita's going to do a brown Ziggy. And Precious loves giraffes. She would like to do a giraffe. That would be a good one. Precious, do that for me, please, and show me. And Rachita, show me how brown Ziggy goes as well. So, okay, so I'm just going to draw out some eyes. There we go. Like, for instance, for this one, I went a bit jazzy. Here's the jazzy fish. So I can't work out which way my camera's going. Kind of like it's swimming in the sofa. Yeah. So he's got some eyes now. Let's give him some wings. So I'm going to give him some jazzy wings. Let's go orange and some other colour, which I'm about to choose. Let me see. Okay. So orange going on now. So this is a very colourful owl that I am doing at the moment. But if you want to just stick to black, go for that. If you have any other examples that you want me to do, because I've got lots of free time right now, I can probably do one for you and show you, kind of like a give me a task and I'll do it kind of thing. So if you have any animals that you want me to try and do an example of for you, go ahead and ask and I'll try and do it. I'm not so sure how you do a dinosaur. I'm not so sure that's an animal anymore, but yeah. Okay, so we've got some orange wings going on there. Okay, and then if you just add some more details in, so I've done like a, I've added some detail onto his chest and some detail around the wings. So I'm going to do that in blue. He's a very multicoloured owl. You can do it in colours, or you can do it in the colour that the animal is, like I've tried to do with my zodiac. There we go, adding some more detail in. Okay, so there we go, there's a pen one. Obviously you can add as much detail onto it as you want. So now Zodiac is a bit dry. I'm going to fold his ears in. Obviously, if you're doing your animal in acrylics or poster paint, you will have to leave it a bit longer to dry. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can add some extra bits on. So I don't actually have glue. I've been using double-sided tape. So you can do double-sided tape if you want, or glue, or you could literally just stick it on with tape as well. So this particular one I used paper, but I found card today, so I'm going to use some card. So to do the eyes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to use my pencil to draw an eye shape so that the eyes are the same size when I cut it. So just going to chop some eyes out. And I don't know if you saw before when I shoved the cat at the camera, but Zodiac has green eyes, so I'm just gonna use my paint. You can use pens, you could use paint, and I'm just gonna give him some green eyes. Okay. Obviously use a table if you have a table. I'm just being a bit lazy and using the floor. Okay, so I've given him some green eyes. And do another green eyes. Okay. What else? The cat has a nose as well, so I'm going to quickly chop out a nose. No, actually, I'm going to use pen for the nose. But also, think about things that you could use. You don't have to use paper. You could use googly eyes if you have them. If you have buttons, you could use buttons for eyes. You could use anything that's round, really, that looks like eyes. The nose, I am going to use the pen, actually. So now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to make some paws. So, okay, this is his paws. So I've literally just done that, and that's going to be his paws. Okay, so I'm chopping out his paws. And he does have little socks, so I'm going to paint half of him grey. Also, if you need the tissue, change the colour. There we go. So, giving him some little paws. There's one leg. And second leg is coming up. Right, now he's grooming himself on the radiator. If you want to know what Zodiac is doing right now. Okay, so I'm going to use my double-sided tape. Where have I put it? Here. So obviously, as I said before, if you don't have double-sided tape, you can use glue, or it will look a bit messier, but if you have sellotape, you could fold up the sellotape and use it like double-sided tape as well. Okay, so, right, so I'm going to stick an eye on. And then if you want to put your fingers up, if you can reach, and just hold it in tight and squeeze it in to make sure it stays still. And then same with the other eye, because he has two eyes. Right here. So stick that on. And double-sided tape is so fiddly. Bear with me. We were talking about doing a glue tutorial soon, so maybe I'll have to learn how to make the glue, and then it'll be easier. Okay, so now Zodiac's got some green eyes. I'm going to use my pen. Luckily, this watercolour dries quite quickly. So if you are using the acrylics or poster paint, do make sure it is dry before you start drawing on it, or else it will... Oh yeah, I'm starting on some little whiskers. There we go. So we've got some little whiskers going on. Now let's give him some paws, and then we'll make him a little tail. I think this was actually from parcel tape, when we bought a pack for some parcels, so it's a good thing I had that there. Let me see. There we go. And I hope everyone enjoyed Carrie's tutorial this morning. I enjoyed watching it. I haven't done any scrapping yet, so I'll show you it when I get round to it. But I was commenting that I am very bad at just getting rid of things. I don't like to keep mess around, so I never have any magazines, so that's a bit annoying because now would have been a good time for some magazines. There we go, we've got some little paws, meow, and now I'm going to do a tail. So yeah, it's got quite a skinny tail. I'm going to give him a skinny tail, so draw that on. I've had cats before who were long-haired and they had like the biggest, bushiest tails, a bit like my little fox here. Oh gosh, this one's a bit fiddlier. Obviously, if you are at home with children and you're using the scissors, make sure that they're either child kind of safe, like a bit blunter, or you are supervising them at the same time as well. So I need to check. Zodiac's tail is just grey. I should know that. He doesn't have any white on his tail, so I'm going to start colouring in Zodiac's tail. Also, if you have any pets that you do, so if you end up doing your own pet, do let me know the name of your pet, because I'm a big fan of animals and would love to know more about your pets. So whilst I'm waiting for his tail to dry just for a second, if we go back onto this one just for a minute, once you, if you've drawn it on with pencil, first of all, what you can do after is, once the pen is dried, I've given it enough time to dry now, you can just rub it out and then it won't look as though you've followed a pencil. You can then have a clean cut line. There we go. Obviously I would do a bit more to my owl, but yeah. Okay, so we're going to stick Zodiac's tail on. A little bit more glue, not glue, tape. Hang on. I will get the hang of getting this stuff off eventually. Stuck on me. There we go. So now Zodiac's got his little tail. There we go, and we've got a little Zodiac for you there. There are some other tips you can use. So obviously, if you don't want to use paint and you don't want to just draw on it, you can use things like what's it called, tissue paper or wrapping paper. I mean, this is just an example because this is all I had, but like post-it notes. If I had glue, I would properly stick it on. So there you would have your base colour. So like that. For some reason the light's going all funny on it. So you could stick it on like that beforehand, but obviously you would glue it on and leave it to stay on first. Also, another thing I thought of was tin foil. If you want a shiny animal, you could do that. And also with the tin foil, what you can do is you can use, if you just straighten it out like that, and then use a pen or a pencil. I'll use my pencil here. And you can draw into the tin foil some patterns. So I'm just drawing some zigzags here, well not zigzags, swirly things here. Don't push too hard or else you won't, it will go through. Then you end up getting indents on the other side. So can you see that? So instead of drawing, for instance, your patterns, like I've done here, you can create the patterns through indents as well. Also, most adults do not like this word, but glitter. You could put glitter all over your animal if you wanted to as well. That is going to be messy, but some people really like glitter. If you did want to, by the way, do the little fishy, all you need to do for this one, instead of folding the ears in like I've done here, is you collapse the toilet roll tube like that. And then what you can do is, if you make a tail, I'll take them apart slightly, you can stick the tail into there or on top, depending on how clean cut you want it to be. And then I've used, again, as I said, the double-sided sticky tape. You could put that in. But then once you've done that, if you fold his edges, so fold them slightly at the edges like that, to give him more of a fish-like shape. Also, I don't think you can really see it very well, but can you? Well, anyway, there, I chopped the edges to make it look like the kind of finny bits. You could like curl it up if you wanted to. You could have some more cutty bits on here too as well. Basically, you can just go crazy with it, just depending on how much materials you have and how much time you want to spend on your little animals. Now we've got a little, let me see, I'm gonna, oh, will this work? I know, I'm gonna grab a table and put them all on the table. It makes them look like having a little party. Here's the table. There we go. Fishy. Zodiac. Here we go. And my little two owls. So they're having a little party on the table. Yeah, so that's my little tutorial. I hope that wasn't too crazy. Tomorrow I will be doing some origami. So all you really need for that is paper. Any type of paper really, as long as it's not too thick. You just need to be able to fold it. And Carrie will be back on at 11 o'clock in the morning as well. So I will see you then, and I hope you enjoyed the first and a bit slightly crazy session of animal making at Crafternoon. Yeah, so see you tomorrow, and hope everyone is doing well. And stay safe as well, and make sure you stay indoors. See you tomorrow. Bye.